right, welcome back to the Real Estate Huddle. We've got episode 35 today, and we're going to highlight Denver, right? Denver, Colorado, of all places. We've done a few of the suburbs, little different areas, but we're going right to the heart of the area here, and we love downtown Denver, some of the areas like right around it, different key points to these neighborhoods and what to be excited about if you're visiting or coming in from out of town, especially if you're moving here, trying to relocate and you're wondering, what is Denver like? Is it a good place to live? What is there to do around there? Where's some good places to eat around there? Different things like that we're going to cover. So let's start with your guys' thoughts as far as, if you're visiting Denver for a day, you only have one day in Denver, what would you be doing?
Well, me personally?
Yeah.
With your
local knowledge.
I like a lot of the restaurants down in Denver, and some of the rooftop bars. It's kind of like a newer thing, I guess, that's starting. But have you guys ever been to the 5430 yet?
No.
It's on top of the La Meridian. Is that how you say that hotel?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just open air and like couches and fire pits, and you have all the views. So it's really, and then there's one called BurnDown on South Broadway. So that's kind of like a newer thing, I think, that is drawing people downtown.
That's awesome.
Me anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My son is, My son is out of college living with buddies. They have a couple who are living in the Highlands, but they always seem to end up, now I can't remember where they have the outdoor viewing front by the baseball stadium.
McGregor Square.
McGregor.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot. So I can't say I've ever been, but.
I haven't either, and I want to, but he knows about it.
Yeah, McGregor Square is good. It's right where the Raleigh Hotel is. There's like 12 bars and restaurants. They have a big like food court area that's kind of the main thing that people tend to go there for. And like for events, like UFC events, boxing events, big games, they'll always, put them up on the big screen there. There's a ton of people there, good environment, ambiance. And like, especially since it's right across, McGregor Square is named after the Rockies president. So it's right across from, where the Rockies play. So once that clears out after a game, tons of people going to McGregor Square. They're going to Jackson's Bar, Tap 14, all the places kind of down there. So there's a ton of places. A little tip, honestly, if you're in a new city or if you're just in Denver and don't know where to go, bicycle caddies are taking people to the most popular places all the time. And they're also going to look at you and say, okay, this is an older couple, or hey, these are young guys looking for a night out, and they can recommend places to you. So I'd say if you're really not sure, just ask those guys. They always know where the best restaurants and bars are in the city because they're taking people to them all the time.
And they have really strong legs. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, I can't stop seeing how big their calves are.
So the cynic in me is like, take what you just heard and then say that's great, and then ask the guy where he will be going after he drops my lazy butt.
Right.
And then that's where you get the better places. So also food centric. So when I think about anywhere, I always think about the food. So when I moved out here many moons ago, I lived in temporary housing right at the bottom of the 16th Street Mall in Larimer. So Larimer Square. It's a block of 12 restaurants.
It's my favorite.
Something like that.
I love it.
Tamayo. Rioja is the one on the end, which is great.
Yeah.
There used to be this little place in an alley, which was like, it makes me think of like Belgian, like a brasserie, steak frite. Anyway, everything along that is great dining.
I think Corridor 44, isn't that in Larimer?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that place, a champagne bar.
There's a place we did like old work events in the basement. Anyway, you can't go wrong.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome the way it's lit up.
Yeah,
If
I know
you're
it's
coming
always
for
lit
one
up.
weekend, make sure you hit Larimer.
I think it's beautiful. And then there's shopping. They have these boutiques and there's speakeasies, but you have to really research and know
Which ones?
know where to go, and kind of they're a little harder to find.
We did a blog post about the best speakeasy.
Oh,
I've only been to one of them.
Cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
So just to clarify a couple things for our listeners, you mentioned the Highlands. That's just west of downtown Denver. Art District, lots of cool shops and restaurants galore, like amazing place. And a lot of people love living there. It's one of the highest price per square foot numbers that you'll see in Denver. And it just exploded like really early 2000s is when it just took off in the Highlands, and a ton of flippers and people popping the top of houses, scraping houses, building them. Lots of new construction over there now, and a lot of the old Tudors and Victorians and just really cool architecture from that time period, turn of the century. So a lot of late 1800s, early 1900s as far as real estate goes. And then Jackson, you mentioned McGregor Square and Lodo, and 20th and Blake Street is right where that is, right?
Yep.
So Coors Field in itself is a huge attraction because it's the Rockies product on the field is not good. We're in last place right now in our division. We have been for like the last 5 years, unfortunately, but our owners just don't care about winning, but they do love taking everybody's money because Coors Field is a huge attraction. It's one of the prettiest ballparks in the country. And that's coming from people that have visited a lot of ballparks, and I've seen a few others, and it doesn't have that special feel and just the beauty that Coors Field has with the brick wall and the green, architecture around it. And then you sit up in right field and you can see the whole mountain backdrop setting, and it's really beautiful. It's awesome. Yeah.
Even if you're not a Rockies fan,
Very
I'm
cool.
not a baseball fan, but I love to go to the games because it's just the views, the people, the level of food and everything. It's good.
They got the rooftop now, which is kind of a new concept. They took out a ton of bleachers and just have this rooftop
Couches.
area where you can walk around and grab drinks and just hang out up there without an actual seat ticket. And no usher is going to tell you to sit down. It's just, that's what it's intended for. So kind of a unique thing there too.
Yeah.
We don't have a green monster, but it is beautiful.
And more home run balls with the thinner airs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And on the topic of like hot areas, I think RiNo River North Arts District is one that like has really flourished in the past couple of years. Like you said, Denver is very food centric, very shopping centric. So there's a lot to do there. There's a lot of cool places where they have like food courts mixed with bars. Like Zeppelin Station is one that comes to mind. Avanti in Denver is another big one. So there's a lot of places if you're kind of a foodie, you're kind of going out to have some drinks that you can go to around Denver, particularly in RiNo and Lodo.
RiNo is coming up very quickly. Like I know people that have moved there in the last month, and it's definitely, I remember a few years ago it wasn't a place that I liked to hang out.
5 Points in RiNo were dangerous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
when
they
I was
were.
growing up, like you didn't go there.
Yeah.
and
And
they've
now
completely
it's-
turned around.
It's amazing to watch it happen.
Yeah.
One of our neighbor's sons is living in 5 Points in this brand new awesome place. I used to work in RiNo, and through COVID, everything kind of stopped. But then like 2 years ago, it started back up. So much development.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and I heard on that topic too, like Highlands was incredibly dangerous in the early, like the 90s, mid 90s. Like it was not a good place to be, apparently, like just a ton of gang violence back then. I just met with a guy that experienced that and lived there growing up. And he was like, oh yeah, I can tell you lots of stories about the things that I heard and saw back then. And that was the first one to like really turn around right down there. And then you've got others that have done similar
RiNo
things.
follows suit.
So it's been pretty
So
cool.
I was going to mention, coming into town, Cherry Creek. The shopping is outstanding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Along 3rd and 2nd, you get great
those.
restaurants.
Oh, yeah.
We were just up there. They had a great arts festival last weekend.
Yeah.
And then north of 1st, it's pricey. But that's a hell of a neighborhood.
It
Yeah.
is. I mean, there's golf course.
Ross.
Yeah, and look at all the parks that Denver has. I don't know how we compare to other cities, but I mean, we've got City Park and Wash Park and Platt Park and Congress Park, Cheeseman Park. I mean, something for everybody, and
Big
our parks
city
are
parks.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, anything. The trails. Everybody has a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I love Wash Park. I think I'm there every weekend.
That's my favorite,
because it's a
too.
3-mile walk.
That's awesome.
And I do it every weekend and just go out and walk, and it's beautiful. There's a lake. So, but it's definitely expensive to live in as well.
Yeah, and for me, like if I had somebody coming and visiting, just kind of my hot list of like, hey, pick where you want to go, I'd say the aquarium is great, the zoo is good, we have the Denver Botanical Gardens, we have the Nature and Science Museum, the Denver Art Museum.
Don't forget Elitch's.
Elitch's, there's Meow Wolf, so there are a lot of like big kind of
So
more
much.
touristy things where it's like, hey,
Yeah.
you're only here for a couple days, definitely check those out, or if you're just new to the city. But that would kind of be my hot list of just kind of the big ones.
Talking about this is making me want to go and redo Denver because I've lived here for so long. I mean, some of that stuff I haven't even done myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and
kind
Denver's been not only with their food, but their craft beer has
Yeah.
been a real problem.
Oh, yeah.
There's 150 brew pubs all the way around. It's gaining a lot of popularity as well. So
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot, there's a lot for everybody. So
For the millennials, we've become a little bit of a hipster town, right?
Absolutely.
Like Portland and Denver have been compared a lot.
I think it's part of why it's gotten so populated.
Brought a lot of young crowd. The
Yeah.
millennials and Gen Zs kind of flocking here. So
And they even
Oh, we
took
have everything.
downtown Union Station and revitalized it now. So now it's a whole bunch of restaurants and different things. So
It is nice.
Yeah, it's been around since 1881, and then it burned down and rebuilt. But they just had a 100-year dedication for the current
Oh, I didn't
building.
know that.
So 1914 it was open. In the 40s they had 50,000 people a day through there.
Wow.
So,
Still pretty hopping.
yeah.
Yeah.
When we
and-
were, assuming not everyone's familiar with the city, so when we were talking about Larimer Square, which is 16th, Union Station is on 18th.
Yeah.
Is that right?
1701.
So just 2 blocks down or a couple over. There's a lot of great dining right in Union Station.
I know, in the Crawford Hotel.
Crawford Hotel.
It's like a bucket list thing for me.
We stayed there
for,
one
like, to
night
stay
in the
there.
holidays, and you walk around the lights.
So pretty, isn't it?
Cup of hot chocolate when you get
Yes.
back.
And the restaurants there, I mean, it's beautiful inside. And the Brown Palace.
Yep.
I was there 2 weeks ago.
And Copper Lounge should actually, at the end of this month, should be fully renovated.
Oh, really?
To go to, so.
So
Very nice.
Highlands Ranch, the boozy breakfast place. What's that called?
a hashtag.
Hashtag. So
Yep.
hashtag used to be next door, and I still think it's same owners, but there's a next door in Union Station.
Oh, the
That's
same
a great
thing?
restaurant. Yeah.
This is, oh, okay.
That used to be our favorite, and then during COVID.
Ah, so now you have to go all the way downtown.
Well, I don't, but I could.
Same owners as Garden and Grace, right? The on the steakhouse.
it?
That's the
Okay.
same owner as hashtag.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
That's why it's so good.
Oh, yeah, right?
So that's a great steakhouse, and then we kind of believe in our sports heroes that have created a lot of steakhouses, Elway's and Shanahan's, and some of those too. But right around Cherry Creek, like you were saying, so there's some good spots there, and the ballpark situation is unique to Denver too, because a lot of cities they don't have their ballparks downtown. Which Denver's unique in that we have the Avalanche and Nuggets play at the Pepsi Center, or sorry, Ball Arena now. Used to be
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pepsi Center, right downtown, right? And then you've got Coors Field that's right there on 20th and Blake, and then you've got Mile High Stadium,
in Power?
which is now in Power Field at Mile High.
Yeah.
We kept the Mile
Oh,
High.
gosh,
Got to
yeah.
keep that.
But yeah, they're all pretty close.
They're all right there,
Yeah.
like within walking distance almost, right? Like I mean, biking, scooter distance.
But what problem that can pose though is when there's something going on at all three places on a
I-25
Friday
is
night.
jammed.
You have to find your way around a different way.
Yeah, Ball Arena hosts like 250 events a year. So they've got
Yeah.
lacrosse, basketball, hockey, and then concerts. So
Yeah.
they're bringing people in and out of that quite often. Parking there is pretty good. So.
Yeah, and the Rapids, who play at Dick's Sporting Goods Field in Commerce City, that's the only one that's like removed from the city, but everything else is like right in the city, and so that's kind of unique about our town.
Yeah. And talking about those like busy, popular Friday nights, like you mentioned, if you're going dancing, I know maybe not a lot of people are still in that demographic listening to this, but if you are looking for like a good dance floor, we obviously have like some nightclubs like Church and Temple, but Disco Pig I think is a hidden gem.
Some nightclubs, church and temple. Well, yeah, of course.
Yes, I
It
didn't
is
name
what they're called.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is what they're called.
It's in an old
It's like
church.
a bar on the beach called the library. Where you going?
Yeah, yeah, right.
Or the restaurant downtown at Larimer Square is the corner office. So
Yeah. Going down to the corner office.
creative names.
It's creative.
Yeah, but Disco Pig, hidden gem if you're looking for like a dance floor, kind of one where the entrance is you have to go through some buildings and then down a staircase. So you're not going to see it just walking around. but definitely one that if you're looking for a fun night out, I would check out.
Cool.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So one more thought on neighborhoods. So if you come in for the weekend, decide you want to stay, there's so probably the most expensive area is Cherry Creek. Cherry Hills Village is one of the premier neighborhoods. I think it's incorporated town.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like north of Bellevue, south of Hamden.
Yeah, it's super nice.
We spent a lot of time there playing tennis. Anyway, that's a beautiful neighborhood. Not as expensive as Cherry Creek.
Really?
It's
Thought it was.
pretty pricey,
Okay.
but much
Alright.
smaller homes.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's an area we love. I think you call it Wellshire. So there's a
Hamden.
Hamden,
Colorado.
and then between University and Broadway, classic 70s. There's a great elementary school that people are really drawn to that brings the property values up. But it's just these beautiful little ranch homes from the 70s. Great community.
Yeah, some great real estate around DU as well, Denver
Yeah,
University, Bonnie Bray,
Oh,
Virginia
yeah, I love
Village.
that.
Like
I wrote
those
down
spots
ice
are
cream.
great.
Everywhere I go, it's
Yeah.
looking for ice cream, Bonnie Bray.
Bonnie Bray.
If you're here for a weekend, that has to be on.
Whoa, if we're talking ice cream, what
I know
about
you-
Little
Little
Man?
Man's is it?
Little Man.
I was gonna say you have your.
So like,
Right?
I love Little Man, salted Oreo at Little Man to die for. It's
Is
my
it
favorite
better
ice
than
cream on the
Bonnie
planet.
Bray, though?
I think it's the best. I love it, but you have to
ice
stand in line for an hour to get it. That's the only
I just
hard
was
thing.
driving back
my
up
gosh.
from Colorado Springs. There's a place in Palmer Lake.
Yeah.
So when you drive, you get away from traffic.
Yep.
I stop.
What's
Oh, nice.
what is it?
I have no idea what it's called, but
Oh.
you can't not stop.
That's great. Well,
Speaking, good.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Little Man is like a big milk jug of a place. Like it looks like a tin
Old school
milk
metal
jug.
ones,
The whole building looks like that, and it goes way up, like I don't know, 25 feet high. So it's really easy to see, but there's a line forming every night.
There's
there.
they call it a pop-up, Little Man's pop-up in,
Union Station.
no, there's one at like Hamden and University,
Okay.
just south of the University of DU.
Oh,
good to know.
I have seen that. I
They
believe.
call it a pop-up. But
Is it
it's-
right by the King Supers right there?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I know where that is.
Yeah, and then
I'm gonna try that.
just got reminded by ice cream. Dairy Block is also a great
yeah.
place off Wazee in Denver. A ton of like
Love it.
boutiques, trendy bars, like some
Yeah.
restaurants, shopping. They have a hotel in there too. So if Denver can be a little bit spread out if you're walking. So Dairy Block has a lot of stuff like really concentrated in there, and it's right by all the other stuff that Lodo has to offer.
But like you said, they have the I forgot what you called them. I'm used to calling them rickshaws. The little bike
Bike
people,
caddies.
bike
Yeah,
caddies.
no idea what-
So yeah, but yeah, everything's kind of spread out, but we have those everywhere. I made the mistake once of renting one of the scooters, the electric scooters, because I was late to a baseball game, and I had to park so far away. I was like, so I hurried up and I slapped my card in, and oh my gosh, I almost killed myself.
They're
Because
fast.
Everybody, they were so fast, and everybody was
20
trying to
miles an
get to
hour.
the game, so I was having to go between people.
Yeah.
And then I accidentally get in the street, and I'm like, okay, I can't do that again. I'm way too old for that.
I went to the Avalanche Championship Parade, and I had both my boys on there, which we're not supposed to do. I shouldn't say this, but I was
Were you
I was just like
comfortable, though?
trying to. Well, no,
No,
not
I was
really.
like totally scared.
But we made it. We made it like a block away from where it started. It was awesome.
This is with luggage or without?
Yeah.
Without. Done it with luggage too in San Diego. That's a whole
awesome.
other story. So yeah, no, I think Stanley's Marketplace is another one to mention. There's the Highlands Marketplace. What do they call it? Highlands. I think it is Marketplace that has another.
Green building?
It's a very similar concept to Stanley's, but you go in and you got all these different Venezuelan
But
arepas. and like
isn't
all
that
these
called the
different
milk
things.
or
Yeah, the milk
bar-
something. Is that what you meant? The dairy?
the dairy block? Were you talking
Dairy
about?
Block has
It's
It's
something,
called a
but-
food hall.
Yeah, but milk is in the name.
Milk Street or something. I don't know.
No,
but
it's
it's not
a
what you're
milk.
talking about.
There's a milk bar, but then there's also like that food hall.
like a food
and I
court
love it.
where you
Yes,
rent out-
tons of different kinds of food and bars.
kinda
And you're
fun.
The milk market.
milk market.
Milk market.
That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, I love that place. Something for everybody.
Yep, totally. Well, man, we could go on and on.
I know.
Any other-
I just want to go downtown now.
Get hungry.
Seriously. But it is a great city to visit. I mean, there's such a cool history, right? As far as how Denver got started, and so the wild, wild west before total like cowboy town, right? Back in the day, and Buffalo Bill, and you got that whole history. And April, you'd mentioned a couple other things, right? About
I guess
beginnings of it.
1858, I believe it was. But it was people came here for gold mining, but there wasn't a lot. So when the gold just all went away, everybody left. But the people that stayed just, there's a house, the Elitch Theater was the first structure. And then there's a house here that's still around. I think it's called the 4 Mile House. I've never seen it, but it's the original house from Denver. And people just kind of stayed and started, living here. And then, rest is history.
It's grown a lot since then.
It has.
It's widely spread that Capitol Hill is haunted, right? So you can do like a Twilight ghost tour there as well if you're like visiting in the city for one day. I've heard that's pretty cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Costs $1 million.
Something like that. So lots of fun things to do within the city. If you're watching a sporting event and you see the blimp view of scenery in Denver, it's probably Larimer Square with all the strung lights. It's probably Union Station. And it's probably Red Rocks, right? Those are like the three things that get shown all the time.
They go up to Summit County, so you get a lot of Breckenridge and Vail.
That's true, which is not Denver, people.
Yeah.
It's kind of right there.
You got to drive an hour and a half to get there. But
Well, people watch this that are trying to decide whether or not to move here. I would think they definitely would, and it's getting crowded.
hope so.
I know.
Yeah,
me
the
too.
only critique I've ever had of Denver is people from California that come here and say, "Oh, the food's terrible," because they think that like California is like God's
Everything,
gift to
yeah.
food, which maybe it is. I don't know. I've experienced some
seafood?
really good,
Yeah.
authentic like Mexican food down there. It's really good. But I've heard complaints from them about our food. But I think we have amazing food here. Like it's a pretty rich, like different variety and different
Me
kinds.
too.
But I haven't heard many critics.
They're
But
going,
those are the
they're
only
going
ones
to
that I hear.
Casa, what is it?
Casa Bonita.
Yeah, that's where they're going.
They must have gone to Casa Bonita.
They must think that that's what.
And people from Chicago will complain about the pizza, and people
Oh,
from
of
New
course.
York will probably complain about food too. But you know what? We got what we got
everything
here in
else.
Denver. We're pretty happy.
Yeah.
For me,
Great weather.
My only complaint is there's a large development that appeals to like younger people who are moving to Denver called the Denver. It's a letter that, you know, xylophone starts with. I don't want them to sue me. But
Oh my
if you are looking at there, that place is horrible. I've heard a ton of nightmare stories from like people our age who have come to Denver and who have signed a lease there. So if you're thinking about living there, definitely find me on Instagram and
Call
I'll
Jackson.
help you find a better
yeah,
place to live.
find Jackson Sanborn on Instagram, guys. He will guide you. All right. Awesome.
It was very cryptic.
It's got our listeners' attention. They're going to come check out your Instagram to see what kind of nightlife you're participating in. All right. Thanks for listening, you guys. Hopefully you've been intrigued by the conversation. And if you are thinking about moving to Denver, we would love to be your resource, not only for information about areas, schools, places to go, but also, most importantly, the real estate and the home that you live in. Your shelter is so important and high on the list, probably. And so we'd love to talk to you about that and educate you more on different options that you have there. And, if you live in Denver, hopefully this has been interesting just to hear opinions of locals that are around here. And if you're ever looking to sell, we're always there for you in that department as well. We do both help people buy and sell homes here in the Denver area. So thanks so much for listening. We'll catch you on the next one.